Greetings all, peace, much love, and oneness to you all. I pray that this message comes in great speed, in the greatest speed possible for you at this time. Hope you're doing well. I'm here to do the very late, monthly spread for the third month of the 2017 year. Okay, so first I'm just shuffling the major life event, major life cycle that we're going through right now. Okay, and you know that we have Venus in retrograde, and it started approximately in on the first week of March, around the 4th or so, 4th or 3rd, and it retrograded in this one, in started its retrograde in Aries, and this is telling me that I said first time I did a recording back in January, because I knew this retrograde was coming and I thought it was going to be very effective. And yes, it is, because Aries, that sign of vitality, life force, it's ruled by Mars. So it's got, I always call it the go-getter energy, like it doesn't stop, and it's very, can sometimes come across a bit self-conceited, but it's more about it just being self-governed, self-aware, and wanting the best for the self, and that's not a bad thing at all, you know. We should all strive for that, and but sometimes it can be seen as a bit of energy that doesn't want to work with people, just wants to kind of get things done themselves. And yeah, it can be a bit challenging. We have to balance that, of course. That's makes part of everyone's purpose, you know, balancing things out, whatever situation you're in. Balance is key, my friends. Okay, so there's a few things I wanted to make note of. I did make note of last month's energies, and we had the Magician for the major life event. Angel advice was purpose, and the current state was imagination, and how to move forward we had understanding and acknowledgement. And the relationship card was talking about that the universe responds to our thoughts and it expands on them. So whatever we give focus to, you know, it can become much bigger and greater. And I made a point that we have to also realize that it's not just our thoughts that the universe responds to, but also our word sounds and our feelings. And when we connect our feelings, our word sounds, and our thoughts, we can easily, is that a word? Keep making up words, man. It's not a bad thing, but you know what I'm saying. We can easier and more readily, let's say, make things happen. You know, and when I say connect, I mean align. You know, align your thoughts, your feelings, and your words with intent, and poof. But let's get on to the reading. Okay, so first, the relationship card that we have here, and always the relationship is not always about relationship you have outside of yourself. It starts with the relationship you have within and the relationship you have with source, you know. But we have card 43, which is 7, and this relationship card comes from the Getting Into the Vortex cards with Esther and Jerry Hicks, teachings by Abraham, and it reads, why do I want the relationships I want? Think about what you want in a relationship and why you want it. Look for those around you who are experiencing good relationships and feel appreciation for them. Make lists of the positive aspects of those good feeling relationships you have spent time with. In fact, one of the fastest ways to make your way to a wonderful relationship is to find any subject that consistently feels good, even if it has nothing to do with relationships, and focus on that. Yes, I really like this card actually, because it's interesting. It's again that merging your thoughts and your feelings, and then putting more power behind it by using your words, and even applying certain things like, doing rituals and stuff. And I find very interesting. It's not just about focusing on what you want, but focusing on the feeling that you get when you get what you want. And sometimes it's not always directed even, or directly the thing that you got, but just the fact that you got it, or the how you look when you got it, or along those lines, if you get my drift. So you know what, it's not about so you want an ice cream, let's manifest getting ice cream. So get up, get yourself together, go to the shop and get an ice cream. If it's the shop, you go get ice cream. Otherwise, go to the fridge. If you've already made it yourself, i.e. DIYs is a great thing. We should be more inclined to making things ourselves. Those mass production things, there's always something that's not so good for us. So yeah, so it's about your thoughts and your feelings. So when you get the ice cream now, like, is it really the ice cream, or the fact that you just feel comfortable, that you got something sweet in your mouth, or you got something that feels all melty and kind of cold, but kind of sweet? So contrasting taste. Is it the fact that you wanted two different flavors? Is it the fact that the whatever makes you feel good is not always the thing, but it's actually the feeling good. So it's not so much the actual physical thing, but it's the endorphins that you get with it that really strives you for wanting to get that thing. So if you can just feel good all the time, then being in a state of feeling good will make it easier for you to be able to manifest anything. And so if it's a relationship, feel good all the time and talk about your relationship, put word and sound in your relationship, and put some rituals behind your relationship. Feel good when you see other good relationships, and then just feel good in general, and then your relationship will come. Thank you. Thank you. I like this card. I'm going to be thinking about that. Okay, so your angel advice. First we have beginnings. And it reads, life is a series of cycles, and a time of rebirth is indicated for you. This may mean a new phase in a relationship, the germination of a fresh idea, or the development of qualities in you like laughter, light, or hope. It may herald a total change. Do not be afraid to let go of the familiar, for new cannot enter until the old and outworn has departed. Your angel guidance is to accept the new, for it will become, your angel guidance is to accept the new, for it will be welcome when it arrives. Birth is a vulnerable time. The fragile life force needs to be protected and nurtured within. Ask the angels to guide the new beginnings in your life safely to maturity. The affirmation is, I welcome and nurture the new in my life. Yes. It is a new beginning. This is a lot of people do regard March as the beginning of the year. The old Gregorian calendar actually began in March, and the equinox being in March, a lot of people also celebrate the new year at that time. It's the time when things are like nature is reborn in itself. Mate, whoa, these words. It's good. It's not too far out from the layman's term. You can get my drift, right? Well, my English, or what was I saying? I was saying that nature is rebirthing itself. It's starting anew. We had the last full moon of the winter season. So the season of winter is finally over, officially, and we are in the season of spring. So things are going to be, popping up again. The trees are going to be blooming soon enough, and we're having more sun on our side already. So it feels good. New beginnings is a great thing. Like, remember that going with the natural cycles just makes things so much easier. Everyone's getting ready for their spring cleaning, I'm sure. So I've been waiting for some things to pop as well for myself, and it's good beginnings. Yes, take time, and don't dwell on the past. Remember, with the full moon in Virgo as well, we had to look at the situations that got us there, the real fine details, and the pernickety kind of aspect of things. We have to really, go through it with a thin tooth comb, so we know exactly the steps not to take in our new chapters. And even in last month's with the where am I going so far? I'm going to the major life event. We're not really yet there. We're on our current state. And I was just going to say that last month we had understanding, and it has the how to move forward, and it spoke about looking within and the fine details, understanding what has led you to where you are, your past, and acknowledging was the second card. Acknowledging where you are and be thankful, and just keep good high spirits, be proud of yourself. We spoke about taking time for yourself. Again, we spoke about taking time for ourselves just recently with this last moon, full moon. It's important, take care of thyself. Is loving thyself, is knowing thyself, is being thy unique highest self. So go ahead and do that. Let's do that. Yes, and the current state is self-worth, and self-worth reads: self-worth bestows a sense of confidence, expectations of success, and ability to love. Decide on clear boundaries and limits, and firmly decline to let others step over them or manipulate you. You will earn respect. When you value yourself, you become open and friendly, slow to take offense, and quick to forgive. Remind yourself that you are likable and lovable. Do not let others press your buttons. Stand tall and confident. With true self-worth, you radiate a golden aura which enfolds others and makes them feel good too. Ask your angels to step into your aura and guide you. The affirmation reads: I am confident and worthwhile. Yes, again, it's taking care of thyself, wholly. That's our physical, our mental, our spiritual, our emotional, all our bodies in all the planes, Seriously, we got to take it there. Like, we have to stand up for, don't be afraid to tell people no. If you stand up for what you feel is right for you, like, no one can deny you that. And if it's a righteous move, you're doing it towards self-preservation, which is key, then go ahead and do that and stand firm in it. Stand tall and confident, it reads, in that. Whatever you have to decline and may hurt someone's feelings, if it's for your betterment, then do that without hesitation. They will eventually understand. They may learn something from you. They may not like it to begin with, but that's okay. In time, they'll learn to appreciate that. And how to move forward is positivity. When you are positive, you keep directing a stream of high vibration energy with your thoughts, words, and actions. This affects others and they help you towards your purpose. I'll be back. Peace all, yeah. So I had to go and deal with my babies. Okay, so where was I? Positivity, and this is the how to move forward advice or guidance from the angels. And it reads, when you are positive, you keep directing a stream of high vibration energy with your thoughts, words, and actions. This affects others and they help you towards your purpose. The angels are aware of the power of your positivity and they too will support your intentions. You choose your thoughts and attitudes. So focus on loving, abundant, and successful outcomes in every area of your life. Your positivity will make you feel happy, healthy, and fulfilled. The affirmation is, I am positive and strong. Beautiful. So in being the best self, in self-worth, in being the best self that we can be, in knowing that we have to shift the old to bring in the new. In doing all of that, let's be happy and joyful. Let's be happy and joyful so we can bring in all the good much easier. Okay, if we keep feeling good, doing things that we know is right, standing up for ourselves, looking towards the greatest good, we gonna be just fine. Just fine. We're gonna be great. We're gonna be fantastic. We're gonna be on top. We're gonna stay on top. Yes. Let's look at the major life event or cycle. Ooh. It's the moon. Hey. Okay. The moon. The moon, the moon, the moon. Yo, the moon is a wondrous body. Yes, the moon. Luna. Sin. Feminine energy. It's the light in the dark, but it's dark energy. It's emotions. It's water. So it is a shadow. It shines light on shadow. It hides as well. It's a polarity. It can bring balance. It can help you manifest. Okay? The message I'm getting it to give to you, is this one. It can bring light to your dark. Utilize the moon energies to help you with your manifestation. Is the message here. Because I do the sin discussions, and if you didn't realize before or past videos, I discuss the moon phase when it's full and when it's in new state monthly, and we talk about where it is in the zodiac and what its conjunctions and aspects is, other planets, what is main influence, what the energy is exuding at this time, and what crystals you can use. What crystals you'll be great for cleansing at the full moon. Keep that charge at that time because you'll be working good for that. what herbs, plants, barks, flowers, bush work well with the zodiac, what elements. The moon is a tool that you can use for your ascension. At the time of the full moon is a time when you are moved to release, let go, face some challenges. Things, it doesn't always have to be a challenge in the common sense, or it has to be something difficult, but something that you feel uneasy, uncomfortable about, or anything and everything that you want to move out of your life in regards to, and it's even always best when it's pertaining to the energies that the zodiac plays already. Say with Virgo, you know that Virgo is very organized, is always is attributed to work, business, and health, and that, you know, very specific, particular kind of energy. They're very, like, you know, sometimes they're seen as perfectionists, or, you know, always wanting to be, you know, sharp 100 and all of that, and we all have aspects of that, but that Virgo energy kind of epitomizes those things. And I actually said in the last video that Virgos always have, you know, are health driven. And when I said it, I thought to myself, I know a few Virgos, but none of them are really, you know, very, not extremely unhealthy or healthy, but just they don't really, health is not so prevalent to them, or not so, at least it doesn't come across that way. And it's funny because when I think about them, actually they just do what they do in regards to health, but they are thinking about it. They do speak on it. When you bring it across, or when it's across, it's, you know, you can see that there's something that they're looking into. It moves them. But when I said that, I didn't even think about the fact that it doesn't always have to be the fact that they are into health, but they might have health issues. Health is a factor generally, whether they practice good health regimens or not, or, you know, whatever. But how you work with the moon, again, if you want to release something, say, okay, I procrastinate a lot. Like, in your rituals, simple ritual is this: to just write down, pen to paper, pencil to paper, parchment paper if you want, and write down, you know, I release the energy of procrastination. I am organized, if you want to do a daily affirmation for that. I organize my spaces. You know, whatever it is you want to put across when it's regards to the zodiac sign at the time of the full moon. It gives it more oomph, more power. And there are many rituals, many videos out there about them. Some people burn them. I'm right now going through a phase where I am collecting a 1-year document, where I'm just going to write them down, and in a year, it's coming up soon, I will look back and see, yeah, and maybe make a document about that as well. What has come to fruition, how it's come to fruition, and, you know, what was my heights then to where it is now. So use the moon is the message. Use the moon to help you in this new beginning, to stay confident and know that you are worthy. You are worthy. You are well worthy. And stay positive in the midst of all things. Keep looking to your purpose. Keep looking to your higher self. Yes. and keep feeling good. Keep feeling good about everything, and you will get everything. And your ascension card is Archangel Retreats, and this is number 50, which is 5. Okay, 5 is adventures, is change, is kind of status quo, but not really going with the status quo, or being like top on the status quo, being the leader, not the follower kind of. Okay, so the card reads, one of the most effective ways to accelerate your ascension is to visit Archangel retreats during your sleep. It helps you to know where the retreat is, but it is not essential. During the day, think and talk about the archangel whom you wish to visit. Breathe in his energy to prepare you for your journey. When you are ready, ask to be taken to his retreat. Your archangel will enfold you and help you with whatever you most need. Your guidance is to receive for yourself and ask for the light to help you serve the world. And the affirmation is, I visit Archangel blank in my sleep tonight. Well, there you have it. The archangels have specific powers. Each individual carry a certain energy, and depending on where you're working within yourself right now, research, and if you know who you already want to call on, then do that. Read about them a little bit, hear something, do something evoking them, wear their colors, and then have a little sit down, think and talk to yourself as if they're already there. And then when you feel like resting, try it again. Even if you're in a bath, try it then. See how it goes. Let me know. Wow. So March, we're looking at relationships. We're looking at ourselves. The first relationship is within the one. Okay, the one that encompasses all. So anything you're looking outside of yourself, you can find within. Enjoy your own company. Know that this is a new time, a new way, and it's time to stand up tall and confident, and be okay with saying no. Yes, and saying no can be positive. Okay, especially when you know it's for your highest good. Give thanks all. I really enjoyed this reading. I am myself personally going to take on these messages and move with it. Work with the moon. Balance those emotions. Love you all. Peace.